Hi guys, Season 7 is about to start and I bet a lot of you are super excited to start a fresh new season and to achieve a higher rank. I also know that a lot of you have been very frustrated because you haven't been able to climb as high as you wanted last season, and that you've experienced games with throwers, trolls and toxic players, etc. or you've just had bad games in general. Many of you have been asking me for tips on how to climb, so today I am presenting you a few things to keep in mind to hopefully get you off to a good start for the next ranked season. Okay, so first of all, get yourself a top 500 DPS player and make him or her think that you're good at Mercy so that they can carry you on a smurf. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. My very first tip is to stop blaming other people constantly and focus on yourself. You know, I remain calm in most of my games even when I get throws because I know that it's not going to change anything if I rage at them, and if you can keep a calmer outlook in general, you'll have a good foundation to actually improve and focus less on what other people are doing and get better yourself seriously. Having said that, let's talk about game sense, because being a support main, I often play in the backlines and I can see most of the mistakes that my teammates make positioning wise, which has helped me to become better at positioning and also to improve my general game knowledge. This includes using the ultimates at the wrong time, diving in with no backup, being scattered all over the place and getting caught, etc. I can't explain everything about where to be and when, but in general, think about what your role is within the context of both your team and the enemy team's composition and how it might affect your actions. Game sense and positioning are so underrated, but if you can improve your decision making, you can easily get to at least a diamond rank. So for example, if you are a soldier main versus a team without heavy divers, you should think about constantly getting high ground advantage or positioning yourself where you can pick off the squishy backlines just as a fight's about to erupt. Or if you're a Symmetra player like me, for example, you should be playing passively until you get your ultimate and then deciding when to be aggressive depending on what abilities the enemies have used or how you might go about pulling off a successful flank. It's not hard to know when the enemy team is about to hard push into you because you'd notice that their tanks are moving up, and that's a chance for whoever's the damage dealer in your team to go and disrupt them from behind. Which brings me to ult usage. I play at quite a high rank, and even at this rank people still don't know when to use their ultimates, and a bad ulti can really change the game. Before you pop that ulti, think about whether your team has already lost too many players or whether your team is already winning hard enough that you don't need to use it and it would be better for you to save that ultimate for the next fight. There's been so many situations where my team has already lost the point, but the surviving player or players, usually a tank, uses their ulti in a desperate attempt to hold the point and just ends up dying anyway. You guys know what I mean. And you know what happens next? The enemy team just steamrolls us because we don't have that valuable ult anymore, and the same problem repeats over and over again. So think carefully before you use your ultimate because it can really put your team in a bad position. To give you another simple example, say you're playing Mercy and the enemy team wombo combos your team. Do you think your Valkyrie is going to save everyone and somehow win you that fight? Not likely, right? So back off, regroup, and now you will have an ultimate advantage which you can use to win the next fight. So next, let's talk about hero picks, because there's been a bit of debate about one tricking or maining heroes and how it can stop you from climbing in the long run. Now realize that yes, learning more heroes is a good thing because you can adapt to different situations, but at the same time you need to realize that it's probably better to be really good at one or two heroes rather than being able to play lots of heroes but only being mediocre at them. From my experience, games where people try to fill when they are probably better playing the hero they main don't tend to go so well. Now, I've watched a Season 7 tips video from another Overwatch player who I will not name, but is in Diamond rank, and he says that you need to be able to play at least one hero from every class in order to climb. I can see where he's coming from because there will be situations where you get multiple players who main the same heroes, and it would be very troublesome, and it has been, if they cannot switch to a role that is needed. However, look at me, because I managed to get to Grandmaster 3 seasons in a row playing Symmetra and Mercy, and I don't think that I've been getting carried all this time. What I'm trying to say is, don't trip yourself over trying to become a jack of all trades, but find a balance and have heroes that are your go-to with others as backup when needed. Okay, so that's it from me for today, and I hope that something I said might have resonated with you. I didn't really talk about improving your aim or communication because I'm personally not good at either of those things, and it really doesn't matter that much until you reach a certain rank. I mean, communication will always be important, but I don't really use voice chat much, and I just use the simple in-game callouts, and that's been enough for me to climb to the rank that I am. So Just focus on game sense and positioning first, because they will always be important no matter what rank you are playing in, and the rest will come later. I will be streaming my placement matches hopefully, so feel free to follow me on Twitch, and yeah, good luck and don't f it up.